Google is actually pretty good at this kind of stuff. So I tried to deepfake myself recently, sort of create an AI video of me, giving it a video of me and saying, use this character. And it was like, no, I can't do
No,
deepfakes.
no.
OpenAI, on the other hand, is like deepfake away. Like, who gives a fuck? If that's how the rest, yeah.
Sam will be the new prophet to lead us to the promised land, Luigi. Sam
Sam
Altman.
Altman.
It almost feels like altruist man. Altman, or maybe alternate, I don't know. The Altman, not a man, Altman.
Sam used to be non for profit, now for
Sam is
profit.
obviously a
Altman.
given. It's obviously a fake name. I mean, Sam is like they picked it out of a book. So it came up number one on the algorithm. What are we gonna name him? Sam.
Those
Name him
guys,
Sam.
those guys are gonna create hardware, they said. They haven't said like if it's gonna be a watch, glasses, or a
It's gonna
hat.
be a game console, Luigi. They're gonna muscle in on Sony.
Let's hope so.
It's a tough game, boys. You're gonna
They'll
be
probably,
ready.
they'll probably, they'll probably release it before GTA 6 is out.
Take some of that GTA 6 money. It's a beautiful plan. It's a beautiful. Sam
Uh,
Altman, as you say, I feel created by Mark Zuckerberg. You can't shake that
wow,
feeling of me.
wow.
Created by Zuckerberg as a continuation of the Zack series.
The evolution, the evolution of the metaverse. Yeah,
And Elon hates that. Elon is like, I should have created him. Elon created the Mecha Grog, the
yeah.
Mecha Hitler Grog. It's not bad. I mean, but it's not Sam Altman.
Sam Altman is like a character out of a Zack Snyder movie. It's like a
I
bit
hate Zack Snyder,
surreal, a
Luigi. I
bit
hate
a bit
him.
weird. Yeah, I mean,
Has he ever made a good movie? I don't know. I've never
no,
seen it.
never.
I've
300,
never.
300
That wasn't a
RW
good
was
movie.
his pinnacle. No, but okay.
I've got a controversial opinion. Yeah, it's been a
Okay.
while. We're gonna meander into weird topics. I've got a controversial opinion, Luigi. I saw on a long plane ride, I saw all the new Star Wars films. Everybody's gonna go mental, Luigi, with my very hot take.
They're pretty shit.
Uh, Unquestionably good, sir. But, but the only one worth it is the second one, The Last Jedi. That's the only one worth seeing. And I gather that the nerds were pretty pissed off about that one. I felt it was
I'm
the best one. And
I'm gonna
Mark
say
Hamill, I learned that he hated it. They interpreted what they did with Luke. The whole movie was about Luke, basically. And whatever his feelings were, he nailed it, Luigi. He nailed it. Mark Hamill was incredible.
I
He
feel
nailed it.
I
Whereas
feel by
fucking
far
Han Solo, that was a mere showing up for the money thing.
I feel the best Star Wars movie is Rogue One by
I
far.
haven't seen that.
It's so good. It's a prequel to the plot that you see in the first six, but it's so good. And if you like that, you can watch Andor, which is a new series by Disney. That is
They own
basically
it. Yeah, yeah.
the
It's all.
prequel to Rogue One. So you can watch the first two seasons of Andor and then watch Rogue One, and it
I
feels like
can
one story.
imagine. I can
It's
imagine
about
the
it's about
meeting.
the
It was like Rogue was good. It did well. We're gonna do something about. Let's do the prequel to it. We're,
of the
we're gonna.
prequel.
They're gonna keep
That's
doing the prequel of the
of the
prequel of the.
prequel of the
Yeah,
pre yeah, yeah, yeah.
forever until
It's about
until they reach Anakin again.
it's about the make it's about how the rebellion was formed. And it's actually pretty good.
There's always
Seriously,
a
it's good.
rebellion. I love that about George Lucas. He started the fire. It was like, there's gonna be an empire, there's gonna be a rebellion. Those are the broad strokes.
All right, should we talk about some actual stuff that's been happening in the
Yes,
last few weeks?
this is a politics show. You're absolutely right, Luigi. Absolutely, Luigi, once again, with the wisdom to guide us forward
Ground,
now.
grounding us once again.
And on that topic, Luigi, we're gonna go through whatever we missed in the past few weeks. Number one on that
Lightning
list.
round.
Lightning round number one on that list, Luigi. The election of Zohran Mamdani in New York City. I want your thoughts on it, Luigi, in 30 seconds or less. 30 seconds or less. And if your name is invoked, you've got an additional 15 seconds.
Thank you, brother George. And can I just say, it's a wonderful day to be here. Zoran is a good man that has been elected.
You're
in
losing a lot of
state
seconds,
of New
Luigi.
York. It doesn't matter, George. If you speak with this tone of voice, you can go over your time limit.
Overtime! It's the overtime voice, sorry, Luigi. Absolutely.
Alright. So seriously, really interesting to see someone that is peddling a new kind of politics get elected. The fact that he brought in Lina Khan, ex-chairwoman of the Federal Trade Commission, anti-monopoly watchdog under Biden. They're one of the only people that actually did their jobs in that era.
I knew what I was doing, Jack.
it's gonna be an interesting experiment because if he can, sort of show that. By the way, Lina Khan has been out saying that she's scanning the ancient laws to find powers that the mayor can invoke unilaterally, and they are basically going to use the Trump playbook of finding
As much
something
as
from the
possible.
as much as possible
While having a bit of shame,
to do good
No.
for a change. I mean,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
to
yeah,
invoke
yeah.
tariffs or something like to help
The
the average.
tariffs have done tremendous things, Luigi. What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's gonna be
Stay on topic, yeah.
that's gonna be interesting. I want to see it if Zoran can make a successful sort of case study out of New York. That can be the blueprint for a national movement. It's not gonna be led by Zoran since he can't run for president, but somebody like AOC.
He can run for a lot of things. He can run for senator.
Dude, and more importantly, who knew Zohran Mamdani at the beginning of this year, right?
Nobody.
A new politician can rise through the ranks real easily, and Zoran proved that. So,
Inspired by the rising embers of the burn, Luigi.
I mean, seriously, the
Through a living rock star among us. Living.
Bernie, with his sort of dying breaths in politics, has been like,
Dare
let me-
you.
he used to be a long distance runner, George. He's gonna.
Brothers and sisters, I get the biggest applause by far, anywhere I go. They want their babies to kiss me. Kiss their babies.
Let's
Okay.
Let's talk about Bernie for a second. Dude,
No,
is
no,
it-
no, no. Let's keep to that, Luigi, before we
Okay.
talk about Bernie.
Uh-huh.
Just to cap off on it, I want to say respect to Curtis Lewa. I want to say the guy has integrity because he stayed in the race as the Republican candidate. He should have gotten more votes than Cuomo, fuck Cuomo. And, I mean, yeah, he's half mad, but half of New York is half mad, so whatever. The guy has integrity, should have gotten more votes than Cuomo. And I just want to say now that he's been elected, Zoran, I don't want to say anything before, I don't want to go too much on this, but he's promised a lot of stuff that he can't actually deliver on, Luigi. As mayor, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he can't raise taxes. The legislature has to do that. So, I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm all for him, obviously.
can reallocate though. Like he can use funds that have been deployed elsewhere to do like some kind of wish list, maybe buses.
100%.
You know what's crazy about all of this? Like Wall Street, like people, financiers in New York are behaving as if this is gonna be the end of the world. It's like they're gonna come for our fortunes. Like
Because
Google,
they're good at it, Luigi. They perceive the threat before it grows to the actual level where it can really threaten them, and they deal with
seriously,
it
yeah,
accordingly.
yeah. Dude, I Googled Lina Khan today just to see what's on the news, and like the fifth hit on Google News was
Is Lena a pedophile?
yes, Lina Khan is a Marxist. That's
Yes, yes. I mean, we used our greatest professors, and they were like, she's a Marxist.
Marxist, clear
Marx,
Marxist.
clear
Yeah.
Marxist. She wants a revolution of the working
Yeah.
classes.
Anti-monopoly.
Obvious Marxist. Marx was a clear anti-monopolist.
If you really think about it, Marx wanted one monopoly.
Yes, by the proletariat. So a clear monopolist. Fucking assholes.
Yep.
Anyway, clear Marxist, Lina Khan. Clear communism. It will reign
Dude,
in New York
for a
City
for 1,000 billion
for a
years.
1,000 years, bitches. Get ready. It's
Just
Zoran over time.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's been a lot of dramatization going on.
Yes, that's what I was getting at, obviously.
Yeah, but dude, it's good that they're calling this guy communist because when an actual communist comes along, they won't really have like
Any
a
words for
word
it
for that.
anymore.
Yeah, it's
They
gonna
will
be
they
like
would be it'd be just size. But yeah, this is far for a free passes, dude. It's sickening
dude,
to
it's
call it communism.
communism. It's communism, dude.
Communism, free
I mean,
passes.
freeze the rents like after
I mean,
they
if
they've
free passes
skyrocketed.
is communism, Cuomo was like free passes, but not for the rich because fucking rich people use whatever, Andrew, whatever you tried. It's like, what is that? Free passes, but for the ones who need it. Is that socialism?
I, I never got, okay, we're steering off topic here, but like when you hear
Still,
politicians on the right being like, I'm not for a free, this kind, like free healthcare or free
we need to
something
means test it, not for
because,
not for the rich people.
yeah, yeah, because Jeff Bezos would have access to it. And you're
I
like,
mean, what would you think? I mean, Jeff Bezos on the bus with you, be like, go get a taxi, you fucker. You
Jeff
have the
Bezos,
money.
Jeff Bezos riding the bus being like, I'm making money.
I'm saving money.
I saved $3 on this ride. All
It's
right.
like, let's move
What
on.
else?
We
What
were
else do
saying
we
it was
have?
gonna be rapid fire,
Yeah,
Luigi,
it
but
wasn't.
it's
Promises delivered.
promises kept, promises made, promises everywhere.
Okay, so I'm seeing a headline right now from Reuters that is Trump cuts tariffs on beef, coffee, and other foods. Trump rolled back tariffs
Raise
on
them.
more.
What the fuck, Donald? What is
Trump
happening?
rolled back on Friday, rolled back tariffs on more than 200 food products, including food,
Is
coffee,
it
beef,
because of the
bananas,
non-existent inflation? Is
in the
the
face of growing angst among American consumers about the high cost of groceries. And you're
lies,
like,
fake? The BBC is peddling fake news. Why are English people talking about American prices?
I mean, 6 months on, the Trump administration realizes what has been obvious to
Yeah,
everyone on day one.
I mean, he can lie about a lot of things. The Epstein thing is not working, but you can lie about inflation. You great liar of peddler of lies. I mean, you're great. You're probably the best, but dude, they're paying for it at the grocery store. They can tell. You can't be like, no, no, it's less.
Fake, it's all fake. We are
It's a fake
introducing
price you're paying.
we're introducing Trump supermarkets for all of you that can't afford
But it's not
regular
communist. I'm
groceries.
gonna give you money. I'm literally gonna give you a check with my name. Money, free money. Not communism. Capitalism. It's like this is the level where I was like, anything I think of is good. Anything my opponents think of, radical
Bad.
communist, bad.
It's so bad.
It's the worst. That's the level. That's the
Yeah,
level. What else do you
I'm
want to talk
surprised.
about?
Dude, I'm surprised at how well things have been holding up, right? Because the last few months, Trump has done tariffs. He's like the shutdown has stopped economic data from being released. Like nobody actually knows what's going on with the economy for more than a month now. Isn't that pretty crazy? It's the definition of flying blind. And speaking of flying blind, we like the shutdown ended. Let's talk about the shutdown for a second. Because air flights had started to be canceled all across the US. I was reading a stat that in a single day, more than 1,000 flights were canceled because the FAA, the people at the airports that regulate air traffic, weren't getting paid and were starting to do second jobs. I read a stat that 3.5 million people had their flights affected over the
Yeah.
last month because
Something
of the
like
shutdown.
3 out of 4 flights internationally that were canceled were in the US.
What a crazy time to be living in. So let's talk about the shutdown. What do you think? Did the Democrats, Chuck E. Cheese, did we cave into? What's your take on
An
that?
incredible performance by the Democrats. Sensational. One for the history books, Luigi. I mean,
Oh,
a valiant standing of their ground, winning the elections, nailing them. I mean, they didn't want Mamdani, but fuck it. He still ran as a Democrat. Nailing them, wins of victory on their back, Luigi. And then, shutdown obviously being blamed on Trump because he controls the government, he controls the Congress, he controls everything. The fact that he's not willing to negotiate is his fucking problem. And then you have the tariffs actually affecting him and inflation. And so they decide to capitulate because the Democrats are on another plane. And they're on another level of playing, Luigi. How can I phrase this? They're like 15 ditches. It's like if I do this move, it will be for naught. Let me just capitulate. It's like they thought too much. No,
but
the reason is they suck.
yeah,
Chagi, love you, my boy. You suck. You
look,
suck so bad. What the
one
fuck
of
is wrong with you, Chuck? Fucking control your fucking caucus, you fucking degenerate mongrel. What the fuck, Chuck?
one of the best takes I've heard on this is that the Democrats
Jon Stewart's
put
take.
public they put public attention on the fact that you know like Medicare costs are gonna go up, like healthcare costs are gonna go up. The message is out that we fought and kept the government closed. They're hoping this helps them in the midterms, basically.
The details are too far away.
Yeah, the midterms are a year away.
No, the
And like,
thing is, they should get Trump to fucking compromise because he's behaving like a goddamn dictator. And by the way, they pulled off the stunt, which means the Republicans are going to do it. At that point, you either go through with it or you're a goddamn idiot, Luigi, because the Republicans are going to do it next time. They're going to use the filibuster to
for
get
sure.
so, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to go through with it. You have to get Trump to at least compromise on the healthcare thing. He can keep the government shut down for as long as he wants. It's his government, and the American people know it, Luigi. The fucking stupidity by Chuck was that he actually told the media every day gets better for us. He didn't actually do it on video, but he actually said that thing to the media, which is a major mistake because regardless of your feelings, you don't want to shut down. And then the Republicans made an AI video out of it
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Look,
they're like, yeah,
I'm I'm really hoping Chuck Schumer retires with the next
he needs to
cycle.
go. He
He needs
can't
to
control
go.
his caucus. You've been humiliated, dude.
Dude, and like he's a chicken shit of a politician. Like you can't play, I'm gonna be rational and back off at every corner in today's
He's too
politics.
fucking
You have
liberal.
to be equally ruthless. They
He
are
can't
finding
run
laws.
his fucking caucus. He's never been able to do it. Everybody just did the fuck they want. What is this, Chuck? You
Yeah.
have no control, Chuck. You have no fighting spirito.
Nancy Pelosi. Let's talk about someone relevant to Chuck Schumer. Nancy Pelosi is stepping down from politics.
At
How
least
about
she
that?
could control her fucking caucus,
For
Chuck.
sure,
For
for sure.
fuck's sake, Chuck. I mean, she made a lot of money on the side, but
Dude,
at
come
least
on.
she could control her fucking caucus, Chuck.
She's just so good at predicting what the markets are going to do. There's no
True
like
legend.
the best trader probably of this generation, maybe the last one as well, maybe ever, right? Was
Don't flip her.
I'm trying to do the Jujutsu Kaisen kind of sign. uh, yeah.
I think we covered that. An incredibly stupid maneuver because it's like we tried to do it, but we pulled off halfway through as things were going our way. Never heard of this shit before, Luigi. Only the Democrats can deliver on this level, I believe. Obviously, if Bernie or Zoran or AOC were in charge, this shit wouldn't happen, people, because they're not completely fucking stupid.
Yeah. So
No, no
let's
words, Chuck. Complete humiliation. Hakeem Jeffries. I don't know, man. You suck. I don't know. I mean, you're not at the level, dude. No.
you want
Let's move
to
forward, Luigi.
you want to do
Uh,
some like actually rapid fire headlines.
yeah, what's
So
left?
Switzerland wins US tariff rate cut to
Same as Europe.
15%,
Ridiculous.
pl- pledges $200 billion in US investments. Now, I had to look this up. Switzerland, the entire country, is
That is
about
a lot.
the entire economy is about 800 billion. So how you invest
Too much, right?
a quarter of your economy into another country as a
Evidently,
government, it,
Luigi, they're gonna give them Nazi gold. I mean, they're
it's
gonna give them
pretty
some of
clear.
this.
Yeah.
That shit is not on the books. It's
Off the books gold. Yeah.
Off the books investments by Switzerland to secure the coveted EU raid. It's like,
Another headline I find interesting. US Justice Department
by the
hits
way, they're all, sorry, Luigi, they're all bending over backwards just to get 0% tax for US products and 15% tax on their products.
yeah.
That's what's happening, folks. The Khan demands a great sacrifice.
I mean, and he can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of the can, US
But
Justice
they will not like you. They will not like you. Nobody will like you. I don't know what the long-term effects of this is, but they will not like you.
and they're incoherent. Like you can't tell the entire world like go screw yourself, and then like you're reading headlines like US Treasury explores ways to make dollar more central to the global
And
financial
it's like,
system.
dude, they're
Yeah,
selling it. You're behaving like a madman. Thank you. I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, you can't behave like a crazy person and then be like, but why do people use my currency less? No,
and
no,
by the
like,
way, we talked about it over and over, and now for some reason he's come to the reasonable side. Why would you tax bananas and fucking
yeah,
coffee at
exactly.
50? You fucking idiot, you produce no bananas, you produce no coffee. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? That bananas and coffee are gonna rise by 50%.
Dude, you can't do nuance when you do tariffs. Like you have to apply the same rate for everyone, regardless. Like it has to be non-targeted, just like an ape would do it. I mean, just
How
throw
dare
shit
you?
at the wall, see what sticks.
I throw my ketchup at the wall. Just my
So
ketchup. I like it,
let's
it's art.
Let's talk about another headline you touched on earlier in the show. US Justice Department hits Trump's demand to probe Epstein ties with Democrats.
Yeah.
So the
Wow.
Epstein thing is coming is behaving like a hydra at this point. Like Trump tries to chop off her head and another two appear. And now we are going against the Democrat, like we're trying to find ties with the Democrats to distract the public conversation. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, complete breakdown of the supposed independence of the DOJ from the presidency, which, by the way, was always sort of like implied because he appoints the head of the DOJ, the president. Like, that's a little bit of a bummer for
Yeah.
being independent. That's like, I
I mean,
appoint you, but let's not talk again.
Trump has 100% weaponized every
Yeah,
government agency at his disposal. He's trying to do it with arguably the more independent of those, being the central bank and the Supreme Court.
everybody,
I mean,
yeah.
he's already done it with the Supreme Court, to be fair.
The
He's
Supreme
trying to do
Court,
it to the central
they're
bank.
hearing the whole thing about the tariffs, and which is very
Yes.
flimsy because obviously the whole checks and balances law thing is real. It's in the laws. That's the Congress writes the tariffs. They decide the
Mhm.
tariffs. So what
Yeah.
Trump is doing, by any reasonable Supreme Court, would be ruled as uh,
Illegal.
illegal,
Yeah.
give or take some minor adjustments. So, I mean, as we've discussed, this Supreme Court has shown no impulse of actually following precedents. They've done it before.
Or law.
Or law. I mean, they've overturned Roe v. Wade after 50 years. They did the whole full immunity to the presidency off the
Yeah.
top of my head. So they don't really care what president is. As me and Luigi, our bet is, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna give him
Look,
full control of tariffs.
so let's talk about the Supreme Court decision.
Final topic, Luigi.
The final topic,
Final
the,
topic.
the the initial findings, like the initial comments, it's gonna be a few months until we learn the decision, but the initial comments from the
They're
court,
very fast.
they were kind of sympathetic to the law, to the fact that the
Mhm.
president has outreached his power. Now, is this going to be the first topic that the Supreme Court takes a stand on against Trump? Dude, because it affects businesses,
A lot.
I can see it happening.
Maybe.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like there's a chance it happens at least, which is more than you can say for other topics.
Yeah,
So
especially social topics. They seem pretty
yeah,
predisposed against those.
yeah. So my hot take is this is gonna be the first time that the court sort of tells Trump, no, you can do completely whatever you want. Now, that being said, if they rule that the tariffs are illegal, we're only talking about one part of the tariffs. The
The
ones that he imposed
aluminum and
until
steel stuff, that is a
those
different,
stay,
yeah.
and any deals they've made since with countries stay as well. So we're
Doesn't
really talking,
Congress need to actually agree to those deals?
they need to ratify them, but that
Yeah.
is because there's been a deal. Like, I think it's much more likely that those are
Yeah,
not
of
struck down.
course, but I'm just saying the actual process is Congress has to ratify at
Yeah,
one point. They have to
anything,
vote on them. Yeah,
any
anything
trade
that
agreement.
involves money being spent.
Yeah. By the way, Congress has been closed for what, like 2 months now, give or take. Dude, nobody's governing the country.
It's better than my governing shit.
For sure. Anyway, Supreme Court, I wouldn't hold my breath. I don't even know. You know what the funny part is? If they do rule the tariffs are illegal, that's a problem. That's a twofold problem for Trump. First, it chips away at his sort of power play. And secondly, the US Treasury is making money out of these tariffs.
Yeah,
They got an
he's
extra revenue
he's
source.
making a lot of money.
So he's already running a huge deficit. The bond market didn't panic last time because they were like, oh, at least they're bringing in some revenue from this. If that revenue goes away and
They're
you are running,
bringing in a lot of revenue theoretically from this.
it,
Not as
whatever.
much as they've lost, obviously, but they're bringing in a lot. Yeah.
It depends on how
Not
you
as
split.
much as they've lost when they lowered corporate taxes and they did their bill. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. All
But
right.
he's
So what?
getting enough to finance his little soldiers on the border and all that stuff.
His own, you could say,
Private
paramilitary force.
army. Yeah,
Yeah. Because
paramilitary.
right now, I think,
No implications of fascism. That's not what we're doing here.
dude,
We're very pro-Trump.
ICE right now has a bigger like budget than most militaries on the planet. Let that sink in for a second. $150 billion to a single government agency is ridiculous. You have
Led by the Homeman and Christy Noem. Jesus fucking
yeah.
Christ.
All right,
So,
let's end.
on
Let's end.
this beautiful note,
Let's end on a cheerful note. I had to check South Park's ratings today because Trump, every time they shit on him, his defense has been, uh, they're sad. we don't even discuss what a fourth rate show is
It's
saying.
always the same thing. It's always the same thing.
It's fake news
If you have
or
a
bad
yeah,
ratings.
if your news, yeah.
It's fake news, bad ratings, or both. Now, for South Park, they hit a record high for their own ratings with this season, which is good to see. More people are watching it than ever. Nice. Keep it up, guys.
Oh, ever since they did the musical, they've been soaring to new heights.
Right. George, thanks. Pleasure as always. We'll keep following the shitstorm that is global politics until we bring you more. Sayonara.
Sayonara.